to a shelter with the children. That still
I
would have
was
made the
actually
upset
told
better.
by I was told by an agency when I had asked them about this, and they said that my youngest would go to her dad's because it would be better environment than a shelter,
Okay,
and because I
that
wasn't getting away from a domestic situation that had to
but
do with
see,
him.
okay, that's not your kids being taken away from you. That's them telling you you need to place your kids just in the father's vicinity with him until you get your stuff straight, which
And
is a
that's the
That
good,
thing,
case,
like, I'm not gonna do
which is
that. I rather deal with the mental and emotional abuse that's not happening in front of my kids, has nothing to do with my kids, and just deal with it, and just deal with it for the less than a year that we have left of my kid to graduate.
but that's contradictive though, because I mean, if you're doing all that extra stuff, you're really not dealing with it honestly.
What do you mean?
I mean,
you know what he means.
it sounds like you're
No,
running.
Staying in
I'm
a house
actually
where
trying
there's
to have a
abuse,
real
staying in
conversation.
an abusive situation does you no good, nor does it does do any good for your children. You
That
My
may
kids
think
don't know
that
what's
your
going
children
on
don't
with
know
me
what's
It
like
going
doesn't
on.
matter. They see the
Do
Did
effect
you
you
on
really
you
come
you
think
up
your
here
different.
to
children
attack?
don't know what's going on?
Golden eyes, golden eyes. Wait, me and her were
Wow.
having the discussion, right?
Like, we were all
And
being respectful,
we're
all of
being
us.
cool, and now you
And
guys
how am
are
I
up
not
here
being
kind of. But
disrespectful?
you're coming up here. Why are you guys coming up here and like kind of like
Yeah.
Okay.
calling her out? You know, we were just up here hanging out.
Like,
Oh,
AC
because
You know,
okay,
actually
for
being
someone
very
she
respectful
wants to
there
and
move
are
on
talking to
from
me
people.
this.
about it.
Oh my
She wants
God.
to move on from this, and then you
Okay.
just come up here right away and start
But
kind of like.
I don't think she wants to move on from any of this, and I'm gonna tell you why. She is given another opportunity to start on a new panel with new people who don't know her, who don't know her story, and all she can seem to talk about is the past fuckery
I
and all
asked
the
her.
other
I
bullshit
Golden
that
asked
Eyes,
she's
her.
been
have you
through.
been?
I
Why did
asked
you
her.
ask me about that? So, okay, so Andy, you asked me that
Yes,
first
I'm the
of
one
all.
that
Like, I
brought it
wouldn't
all up.
have
She
brought it
did it.
up.
We were just hanging out, and I just said,
This is what I
know
mean.
I know a lot of the stuff that's been going on because I
Yeah.
heard it. I'm around, but we were
Well,
just
Andy,
having a
you know me.
discussion.
You
Even
know me
when
better. I'm not jumping on her.
But
I'm
yeah,
just
I know. But now
I'm
I feel like you
just
guys are
listening.
kind of jumping on her, and I don't like
Oh
it.
no, I wasn't jumping
I'm
on
just sitting
her. I
there
was trying to make a point, but
listening.
then I was interrupted. You're
then
talking
why
about
don't you just
being in
change the
an
way you're
abusive
talking?
situation. Putting yourself in an abusive situation is totally counterproductive. You yourself have said you have lived in an abusive situation with your mother. Yet you are going to then put yourself and your children willingly
It's
in that
not the type of
situation
abusive
for
situation that
what?
you're thinking of, mental and emotional, that she's not doing in
It's
front of
still
my kids.
abuse. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you're right,
matter.
to me, and it's
You may
affecting
think that
me.
your kids don't
My
see it, but
kids,
they do. Everybody
I
who lives in the
share
same
50-50.
household knows what's going on.
What
They just
part
don't
of
talk about it.
you see, you don't want to hear me out. My
No,
oldest
you're
has barely
interrupting
ever
me.
just
Everyone
listen
who
to
lives
me.
in a household where there's abuse,
Oh, for
everybody
God's
sees it,
sake.
everybody experiences
Oh,
it. They just, most of them
of
don't
course,
talk
they
about
see it
it.
when they're not
So
home at
for
all.
you to sit there and say that, oh, it's just something I'm going to have to live with is
It's
bullshit.
something I'm dealing with until she
But then
graduates.
that's the way she wants to deal with it. You know what I
I
mean?
have to. That's the thing. I have to. I don't have a
No,
choice.
you don't. You sit here and say you pay all the bills, that you pay all this
I
rent.
said
You
that
are
I
we're
pay
basically
rent
running
and
the
I pay
household
for.
by yourself. Your mom is just
You
there.
say that. You're putting
You
words
do say,
in my goddamn
okay,
mouth.
you
I said I
said that
pay
you
for
pay
all the food.
$200 a week. I've been listening
Yes,
to this
and then
shit
I
for a
said I pay
while, and
for
I'm
all the
finally
food.
sitting up and saying something.
And I
You
said
say
I
that you
pay
pay
for all the
$200 a
food.
week, you pay for all the food and the utilities,
I
and you
didn't say
take care of two
utilities, but you're
children.
putting words in my mouth. Stop.
Okay, so you can pay
Stop.
all of
Why don't
that.
you
Why
ask
can't
me
you
first?
afford an apartment?
Why can't you fucking ask me instead of doing this?
I would live in a fucking garage if it meant to get away from an abusive situation. I
Not
I
if
I, I
I've
can't
been told.
imagine any woman,
Fine,
anyone
fine.
who
Okay,
lives in
let's
an
give it a go.
abusive
Give it a go.
situation that they would put themselves willingly, if they had a
There's a
way out,
lot of women
they
that
would
put up
not
with
fucking
abuse.
stay.
When
There's a
Because
you're
they
lot
in,
of
don't have a
women.
way
if
out,
you're in my,
Angie.
okay,
Most of them
Golden Eyes,
don't
let
There's
have
me
a
ask
there's
you
a
way
this.
out.
golden eyes. There's a lot of
Golden
women
Eyes,
that
let me ask you
that
this.
put up with abuse.
No,
There's
let
a
me
lot
ask
of
you
Put
this,
up
women.
with it
Golden
because they
Eyes.
don't have a way out. They're in fear for their life. There's
Golden
lots of
Eyes.
reasons why women stay in those
Golden
situations.
Eyes, let me ask you
One
this.
isn't so their kids could finish high school.
So, but is
I've
this
never heard that
helpful to her
ever.
that you're
Andy,
yelling at her?
Well,
can
now
you
I'm
just,
getting mad,
can
and
you
I'm
repeat so
sorry,
that
Yeah,
I
but
no,
can
that
when
just
is
you're
finish a
bullshit.
yelling at
sentence?
her. instead of talking
hold
her,
on.
God, I'm
don't
fucking
It's
yell.
getting
okay.
really
You know
loud.
So
what?
so
I just
Andy,
want to
Ugh,
finish a
Yeah.
sentence.
See how
unfucking
this is coming up. We were just having a discussion,
I
and you guys came
Ugh.
up here and are very
okay.
are very confrontational towards her. But like you
Well,
can
actually,
obviously see
in
that
AC's defense, he's been all
she's
right.
trying to move past this, dude. Like
No,
she's
she's
saying,
trying to bullshit you.
well,
That's what
and
she's
You
trying to
won't
do.
even
She's
let
trying to
me talk.
bullshit you. Like she's tried to bullshit everyone else on every other panel and every other community prior to you. You're just the next idiot.
Golden
Sorry, I don't
Eyes,
mean
you
to call
don't
you an
know
idiot,
me worth
but
saying.
you are
Wow,
You
the
don't
rude.
know me for
now I'm
person
getting
anything.
that is
attacked.
choosing to believe this shit. No, because I was one of those
No,
idiots. I
look,
chose
she's
to believe what
You
I
passionate
do
about.
believe.
not know
And
me.
that's
You do not
fine.
know me or
But
anything about
let
me,
me
I,
follow
Golden
that
Eyes.
journey.
I
I
don't
saw
need
her
to.
here.
All I had to do was
no,
observe you and just listen for a couple of months, and I see right
No
through
one
your
knows
ass.
my
I
story.
see right through
Yesterday,
it.
people were
I
told that I
do.
have no
We've all
custody of
had
my
to hear
kids.
it. You
None
have
of
talked
you
about
know
it nonstop
anything
on every panel, ShellBell. You're full
because
of
I've
fucking
had
shit.
to.
Now
Because
you're
I've
going
had
to throw your
to. But
mother
I'm not.
under the
Okay,
bus. Now you're going to throw
wait,
your mother under the bus
Andy, can
and
you mute
speak
her
about
so I
her like
don't have
she's
to scream
abusing
at
Yeah.
you.
5 p.m.
And
in
you
the
Can you
are
let
in a
her
morning?
talk?
domestic
Golden
abuse
Eyes.
situation.
Can you
Golden Eyes.
mute
Fuck
Let
her
her
off.
so
talk.
I
I
don't
don't
Let
have
her
think
to
you
talk.
even
scream
Golden
with
Eyes.
you?
Golden
understand
Eyes.
what a
hold on,
domestic
Please don't
abuse
hold
make
on,
me mute
situation
hold
is.
on.
I
her.
Let,
Can
don't
you
think you've
please
even
let her
really
talk?
been
Golden
through
Eyes.
Either
let
that
me
or
something
try
like
I'm
again.
that
gonna
because
jump
Andy,
if
down
you
Andy,
because
did,
Andy.
you
this
wouldn't
is
sit up
bullshit.
here and fucking
Okay, I
Golden,
gotta mute her. She's not
Golden,
letting
Golden,
anybody talk.
Golden.
Absolute bullshit.
Just let her talk. Let her get out.
There,
You're
there.
coming on panel and yelling.
This is
I,
why I feel the need to have to explain my life story, which sucks
no,
because
this is part of why you shouldn't be telling your full story online.
you
This is
understand I
why.
never did tell my
No,
full
no.
story
You
myself
did. You
publicly.
specifically did because how else
AC,
would people know about you?
because I
You
told
tell the
private
stories.
things to
There's a lot
friends
of
that were
people
supposed
that
to
say
be
shit
my
on you,
friends.
bro.
There was two friends
No, no, no. I
that I
get
was
that,
very
Andy. But
close to,
here's what I'm getting
and
at.
they put it out
Like,
there.
just like the same thing with Shelly, where everybody knows about her fake fucking allegation that she has. It's because she told the story. She opened her mouth and it got out into the fucking YouTube world. She's
Wait,
the
but can
one
I
who
just,
released that information. The
I
same
just,
thing with
can I
ShellBell.
finish
People
what I
don't
was
know you
saying?
until
And
you
you
start
guys
telling
can
people
comment.
about you. You can dox somebody. Does anybody know like any of my kids'
I
information?
don't
Like,
want to
do you
yell over everyone. I just want to finish saying what I was saying, for God's sakes.
go ahead? Go ahead. Say what you need to say. Go ahead. I mean, I was in the middle of kind of explaining what I was trying to do, but okay, go ahead.
I'm not saying I haven't been more open about life than I should be, but there's a big but there and it matters, and it really does matter. The really private stuff, I've only, you've heard me, you've only got the end of it, which is me correcting the lies. Like, I would never have brought up my custody case on YouTube if it wasn't for people saying you don't have custody and stuff like that. So I felt automatically like, yeah, probably should have just ignored it. And who cares what people think? But it triggered me and it bothered me. So I stood up for myself. But when it comes to my house, I have 50-50 custody with my youngest father. She's here every other week. There are and my oldest, she works and she also has musical and that she's literally works on all the time. She's home for maybe 2 hours a day. So when I say my mom does this emotional and psychological stuff, abuse or whatever you want to call it, to me in private and away from my kids, I mean it. Like, I protect my kids. If it was affecting my kids, if it was around my kids, it would be different. If she
I,
was hurting my kids, it
I
would be
think
different.
I think I
My
may have
daughter wants to finish school
Shell Bell.
in
You
here.
want all
I
this
can't hear you. Just hold on one
No, it's
second.
bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's
hold on.
not.
Wait,
My
wait, you
daughter
guys.
wants to
Not
finish,
everybody can
and
talk
you
at
still
once.
won't let me
I think
finish.
I have a remedy
I've
for
been
this though,
told
Shell
over and over again by my mother that if I try to leave with my oldest, that she will try to get custody of my oldest. So I have that over my head too.
How could
And
she
I
do?
already went through a
Oh,
custody
that's a new
battle with my.
one.
If you're
It's the
financially taking
truth.
care
But
of
that's the
Oh
thing.
my
It's the
gosh.
truth.
Unfucking
okay,
believable.
hold on. You
I
What do
shouldn't.
you think
can't
I'm
with
making it
it.
up? Are you gonna join in on how I made up my rape and how I made up my
So
cancer and
okay, first of
everything
all,
like the other
don't
people were
don't
last
try
night?
to patronize me, bitch, because that shit won't work
You're the
with
one
me.
patronizing me,
One,
but not the
you
other way
sat up
around.
here. No, you sat up here and said that you're living with your mother who was
Yeah, that's
abusive
true.
because your daughter, who's
Exile,
17
you're a
years
little
old, is
low.
going to be graduating high
Yeah, I
school
don't know what's
this
going
year
on
in
with
less
that.
than a year.
There you go. There you go. You're
Then,
better.
then, okay, then you say, well, I'm just going to stick it out. My daughter
Okay, so
graduates from high school. Then now you're saying, well, if I do decide to leave, my
It's
mom's
all
going to
true.
my mom threatens
And
me
it's
to
all
take my
true.
oldest child away from me. Why would it matter? She's 17. She's going to be out of the house soon anyway. She's graduating. Why would
Because
it
I'm not
matter if
gonna
you took the kids? They're your fucking kids.
because
Take them.
yes,
Get them
and
out
I
of the
take
fucking
her
house.
and she'll
And why
take
are
me
you
to
living
court.
in an abusive situation willingly? And again, don't sit there
You
and
don't know me. You don't know
sit
me.
there.
It's affecting
Don't
me and
sit
no one
there and
else.
tell me that you're doing that
It's
shit
affecting
willingly in
me
an
and no one
abusive
else.
situation when you have the resources and the availability to leave and you don't. And yet
Actually, I
you
don't
always
have the
fall back
ability
on
to
that.
go
Whenever
quite yet.
you get called out on your bullshit, you always fall back on, I'm a domestic violence victim or some other crap that you make up. I don't really give
Jody
a fuck,
Bags, unless
ShellBell.
you're a
I don't.
female,
Listen, I don't
like
give a
you're
fuck
not.
about
I
you.
don't want to talk
I
about
don't
you.
give a fuck about your history with people here. Don't use domestic violence right now with people who have suffered it and been through it and almost
I've
lost
been
their
through it
fucking
too, bitch.
lives. Shut
I've
the
been
fuck
through
up
too,
while I'm
bitch.
talking.
I've
Shut
been
the
through it
fuck
too,
up while
bitch.
I'm
I had
talking.
to move back in
Shut
with my
the
mom because
fuck
my
up
ex
while I
fucking
am
choked me out
speaking.
in
I
front of
sat
my
there and
kids'
I
son.
allowed you to
So you
speak
want to
without
keep going on
unmuting.
and on?
Now you
You
give
want to
me
keep
the
going
same
on and on?
respect. You
You
are
don't
not
know a
going to
shit
sit
thing
there and
about
tell
me.
me that
You don't know a
someone who
damn
has
thing about
fought
me.
tooth and
You
nail
don't know a
to
damn thing about
save their
me.
own fucking life,
You
who
don't
put
know
themselves
a
back
damn
hey,
into
Samara.
thing
another abusive
about me.
situation. Fuck you. You are a lying
You don't
cunt.
know a goddamn
Yes,
thing
you are.
about
You
me.
are a fucking lying cunt. Don't sit up here and try
Really?
to
I'm a
bullshit
lying
everybody
cunt. I
else.
have not lied
People
about
who've
one
been through it
goddamn thing.
know goddamn well they would live in the street before they put their asses in another situation like
Not
that.
when my kids are
Ever.
being threatened
So
to be
fuck
taken
off.
from me.
And I
There's so
doubt
much
your
more
kids
to
are in
it
an
that I don't
abusive
owe you an
situation with your
explanation.
mother. Your mother's
I
actually
don't
seems
owe
very
you
kind
an
enough to even let
explanation.
you, a grown ass woman with 2 kids, live in her
That
house
I
that's
pay to
disrespectful
live
online
here,
all
bitch.
night long, yelling and screaming at people on the
I
internet. I can
pay
yell
to
and scream
live
because I live
here,
alone, bitch.
bitch.
I can pay my I live alone.
I
See, I don't need
pay
to worry
here.
about
I
my
pay
mother
to
yelling
live
and
here.
screaming at me to get off the fucking
Golden,
internet.
why are you
And
so
I would never
angry?
call my
She's
mother
so
a cunt.
angry. Like this affects
I
her
am
somehow.
angry. You're
Why
goddamn
though?
right I'm
She
angry
can't
because
prove
you're out
that.
here
She can't
using
even
domestic
prove that
Well,
any of
violence
it
as
happens
an
in front
but
of
I
my
excuse
mean,
kids.
to be a
Golden.
fucking bitch.
She
Hold on.
can't
Let me
prove that
That's
any
Golden.
of it
violence.
happens in front
Golden.
of my
Golden.
kids.
Golden.
She can't prove
Golden.
that any of it does. Nothing.
ShellBell,
None
shut
of
up for
this
2
happens in
seconds.
front of my children.
Golden. ShellBell, shut up for 2 seconds. Shit. Golden, chill for a minute, okay? Women like Golden are emotionally invested in shit like this
Mhm.
because there are real victims out there that really go through some domestic violence shit.
Yeah.
And when
And just
women
because
like,
I'm not being,
and when
just 'cause I'm
I'm not
telling you
done talking,
everything,
ShellBell, I'm not. I let you talk.
but am I supposed to come here? Like
I'm
you
in
guys
the
say, I
middle of
tell you guys
talking,
to.
ShellBell. Can I not say something?
Yes, you can. But the problem
Thank
here
you.
is
So let
that
me finish
Yeah,
talking and
just
shut
let
the
him
fuck
say
up, please.
let him finish talking, Shaba. I'm just like thrown back though because you guys are using these words on her. Like you guys obviously fucking have a grudge with her, right? You know?
Well,
And that's what I didn't want.
It's
I
not
didn't
so
want
much
I
a
didn't
grudge.
I didn't want this to go down here tonight like
I
that.
have
because
observed her. I don't
I
know
I
her.
understand.
apologize, Andy. I
I understand,
apologize.
but we were up here having a
I-
good conversation, right? And then she's getting fucking
Fuck it. You know what?
blindsided,
Fuck
right?
it. I'll go live on my own goddamn channel and talk about this shit. Because guess
Well,
what?
that's
I am
fine.
sick and tired of people, and I'm not mentioning any names, but people running around here accusing people, other people. They'll run all goddamn day long on the fucking internet, accusing people of horrific shit, being very descriptive in that horrific shit. Yet no one wants to file police reports. No one wants to do the right thing and file real police reports. And if they do, they're vague as fuck. not as descriptive at all like they've been on the fucking internet. It's all bullshit. So yeah, I'll do this shit on my own fucking panel, and all this shit's gonna come out. Because guess what? I know I'm not the only person up here or on the fucking internet in our community who's not angry about this shit. Because I'm sick and tired of you bitches running around acting like you're fucking abused when nothing is wrong with you. And people who have gone through that type of trauma and abuse have fucking fought tooth and nail to get their asses out of it, or if not still in it, and would wish to God someone would fucking help them.